Hello guys, and welcome back to Social's Youth Academy Save. And yeah, I don't know how to say this, but I made a boo-boo. I made a mistake. I recorded 45-minute long video about our youth intake and recent games, and I got my mic muted. So yeah. That didn't go as planned. But let's go and see what kind of players we did sign for from our youth intake and how the games have gone since. And here you can see we are in 7th position in league, which is awesome. When I did record the youth intake video about a month ago in game time, we were in 11th position, so the games have gone really well, and a couple of our youth players have actually played in our squad. But let's go to the dev center youth candidates, and here you can see all the guys that have came through our youth intake. There are a couple of guys. Actually, I have offered. Yeah, you can see. I don't know. Is it because he's under youth contract? It must be. This is the first guy, Ainsley McRoberts. Really good name for the start. Low determination, personality. Only 15 years old. The current ability is really slow, but really slow. Really low, but he have 3.5 star potential ability, so he can grow on those attributes. He is trained to be as a left-sided midfielder. He is natural as a wingback, but I intend to train him to be as a left-sided midfielder. And no player traits, reasonable right foot, very strong left foot, decent natural fitness and balance and aggression, good crossing for a 15-year-old dude, decent tackling and technique also. Passing is low. Yeah, for a player who have 2 gray stars as a current ability, he had decent attributes. I think he will grow. No progression, so he haven't been playing, and he's under a youth contract, so until he's 17 or is it 18, he will be under a youth contract. But he is the lowest rated player that I did sign for those talents. Only good talent player. Others have a really low potential ability, but better current ability. So therefore, I did sign Ainsley McRoberts there, and then we did actually sign all of our elite talents, and the only top talent we did have. And the top talent is Morty Sturman, left-sided midfielder. Also is trained to be as a left-sided midfielder, not an attacking midfielder, only a midfielder. 1 star current ability, 3.5 star potential there. Only 15 years old. Balanced personality. No player traits. Reasonable right foot. Very strong left foot. Is very suited on the left hand side. Therefore, decent technique, crossing and dribbling. Also good agility, decent pace, natural fitness, acceleration. Passing is a bit low. Leadership 14, work rate 9, off the ball 9, which is really good for player like him, and he's only 15, so really decent attributes for such a low age. He probably will grow a lot if he would get game time. I probably should try to get some players on loan, because at the current time we have really big youth setup, a lot of players in under 18s, and that we don't have under 21s team because the board will not allow us to perform that team due for financial issues that we have. in our team. Next guy is Kev McMaster, 1.5 star current ability, 5 star potential. First of our elite talents, central midfielder / attacking mid. He is trained to be as an advanced playmaker in attacking mid. 16 years old, low determination, reasonable left foot, very strong right foot, dwells on balls, which is not ideal. And for those decisions, determination, positioning of the ball attributes, there are, as an advanced playmaker, those are not really good attributes to have. Passing is only 5, technique only 9, dribbling only 4. But as a 16 years old, I think he could improve a lot in future. Hopefully he will do that, and hopefully he will get also the game time he will need. We should probably try to get off that well-zone ball for him. I don't actually know how to do that, but well, maybe I will find that in somewhere. Next guy is John Mulvaney, Scottish midfielder. He can play in a lot of positions, 1-star current ability, 5-star potential, and he will be trained to be as a secondo volante, as a deep-lying playmaker, a defensive mid position. Secondo volante is the role. Yeah, he needs also a game time. 1-star current ability, 5-star potential, 16 years old, very professional personality. Comes deep to get ball, which is really handy, and attempts to overhead kicks. That is probably suited when he's playing as an attacker or advanced playmaker in attacking mid position. But he have really good technique, decent penalty taking, good first touch, teamwork is really good, work rate, decisions, determination, and flair suited as a playmaking player. And hopefully he will come natural on that defensive mid position, so he could train actually that position, hopefully in future. But all in all, decent attributes for this guy and a lot of potential to grow on. The next one is Paolo Caciteo, Welsh, left-sided midfielder / attacking midfielder, 1.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Did he have an... Yeah, he's Namibian. Welsh and Namibian. What a combo for Paolo Caciteo. I don't actually know how to pronounce that name. But 16 years old, very professional personality. Another one which is really handy. Curls, balls, player traits, reasonable left foot, very strong right foot, decent crossing, which would be suited him to be as a left-sided attacking mid, but he is also trained to be an advanced playmaker. Good technique, decent passing, long shot is allowed, first touch already 9, vision is already 9, off the ball 6, flair 12, determination 12, decisions 10, acceleration is 12 also, pace 8, but hopefully he will grow a decent, grow on mentals already there, and yeah, he probably will be getting game time in our first team in future. Hopefully he will grow on those attributes, and Namibian nationality as a secondary nationality is really good thing. Then Jamie Sino, 1.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, another left-sided midfielder. He can play also as a defensive mid, and yeah, he's trained to be as a secondo volante, as a defensive mid position. Technique 10, marking 7, tackling 7, aggression 12, bravery 14, determination 14, good teamwork, work rate 15, which is really good. Growing on strength and stamina, pace could be a better, good natural fitness in 13, balance 12, agility 10, Very professional personality also. No player traits. Very strong left foot, reasonable right foot, and 5-star potential. 2 years left on his contract. Yeah, he's really good, and hopefully he will grow on those technicals so we can actually use him in our first team when our older guys will left for the team. Then maybe one of the better players in this year's intake, Danny Barnes, and you see here he got an actual face in the game. I have added faces to a couple of players because they have been featuring our first team, and Danny is one of those. 2-star current ability, 5-star potential, and he is our secondary striker at this point, at this time, if I could say. And yeah, he will be featuring and playing as an advanced playmaker. Decent finishing on 13, passing is 8, which is, well, he's 16 years old, ambitious personality guy. 8 is decent in 16 years old. Good technique in 14. Anticipation, compulsory decision could be better also, like off the ball, but those can be trained and those can be grow. Really good physicals as a 16 years old. Good acceleration 14 and pace 14. Really rapid guy. Natural fitness is 11 and agility also in 11. Very strong left foot, reasonable right foot. Moves ball to left foot before dribbling attempt. So I don't know, is that good thing? Leave the comments below. What do you think? And he have featured in 3 games already and scored 1 goal for us. So really decent start for his career as a South Shield striker. So be aware, Joao Gomez. Danny Barnes is coming, and yeah, you can see here he's not the second, even not the second best striker, not even the third one, but same level as Will Govan, JJ Hooper, Will Jenkins, Marcos Cardoso, and Danny Mundra also in same level. Cardoso is a year older than him. So Barnes, hopefully he will grow on those attributes and probably will take Joao Gomez's place in a couple of years' time, I hope. Then Bill Torres, right-sided midfielder / striker. Only 2.5 grey stars and 4.5 star potential for him. He's actually trained to be an advanced forward and decent finishing, free kicks taking, good technique. But all in all, I don't know what would be better position for him as than a striker, because as a winger, not really good attributes on crossing, dribbling, and pace side of game. And if he could be an advanced playmaker, yeah, decent passing. Well, maybe an AMC or a striker, but at this time he is trained to be an advanced forward, decent finishing, and okay heading, good technique for a 16 years old. Light-hearted personality, which is not maybe the best one. Reasonable left foot, very strong right foot. Non-competitive games won, so he have been featured in our youth setup, I think. But no games for the first team, not yet for Pill. And did he have a secondary nationality? Yeah, American. So English-American Pill Torres is one of our new strikers. Then we have 2 central defenders, but yeah, Carl Bennett is a 16 years old guy, temperamental personality, tries to play way out of trouble. That is decent trait, I think. 190 centimeters tall, but his marking, tackling, and heading is awful. He need to be trained on those. 1-star current ability, 5-star potential. There is a lot of talent on him. Good aggression, really good bravery, but his decision making and concentration is lacking severely. And off the ball is also 5, positioning 6. So not in the first team at the moment. And yeah, maybe it will take a couple of seasons for Kyle to come through to the youth ranks and come to play in the first team. But I had high hopes for our central defenders that even either one of those can be playing in the first team, but no. Regan Coddington, another central defender, he is 178 centimeters, so tiny as hell. He have better marking, better tackling, better heading than the other guy have. But in 15 years old balanced personality, he can grow. Argues with officials aren't the best trait to have. Very weak left foot, very strong right foot. So one-footed guy. I don't know which the positions is better to be as a DM in Segunda Volante or be as a central defender in this team. 4.5-star potential ability, current ability is 1-star, 15 years old. Hopefully he can grow. And the last guy is maybe the best. No, not maybe. He is the best guy to come through our youth ranks so far in this save, I think. Arinze Simon, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential, English goalkeeper, sweeper keeper, and he looks phenomenal. That is the phrase I'm gonna use. He looks phenomenal. Can play as a Weepers keeper. 16 years old, mercenary personality, reasonable left foot, very strong right foot, no traits, 187 centimeters, so tall guy, really good aerial reach, eccentricity, handling, kicking, punching, reflexes, rushing out is phenomenal, 16 already. Decent mental attributes as concentration, decisions, and determination, and good balance, jumping reach, and natural fitness also. Pace could be better, and acceleration, so he is a slow kind of guy, but yeah, he have played 3 games, conceded 5 goals, so, and if we compare him to our number 1 goalkeeper at this season, and at this time, Tommy Scott, Arinze is better in a lot of areas. Speed he's lacking and communication, but all the other areas he is better or equal as Tommy Scott in a goalkeeper, and he's freaking 16 years old. And he had secondary nationality as a Nigerian, so English Nigerian Arinze Simon is probably next year, in all, he will be our new number one goalkeeper. And if we look our squad and look it by the way in the contracts, there are still a lot of guys that have 1 year left on their contract. If we look here, all these guys have contract expiring in this summer or next summer, so there are a lot of guys that I have offered new contract, a lot of guys that I have offered out. Adam Kelsey is one of who is leaving, joining back in this summer. We had a lot of goalkeepers and yeah, there are a lot of players whose contracts are expiring, like Michael Woods, Callum Ross, decent guys in our midfield, but I don't know, will I offer them a new contract? Well, Callum Ross have played 32 games, 3 goals, 4 assists, 6.88 average rating, and Michael Woods have played 37 games, 2 goals, 3 assists, 6.9 average rating. Not a bad player, but they are 36 and 31 years old. JJ Hooper is leaving, probably. He's moaning about game time, and yeah, Martin Smith is the guy who I would like to keep. He's 30 years old, but his contribution to this team is phenomenal. 36 games, 12 goals, 10 assists, 7.173 average rating. But his wages, he's asking over 2,000 euros per week, and 1.6 is the highest amount I can offer. If he's not gonna lower his wage demand, I'm not gonna able to sign Martin Smith. And of course, Joao Gomez have 1 year left on his contract. His attributes, his progression is coming down a little bit due to he had an injury. He's wanted at the moment by Doncaster. He wanted to leave because reasons, and at this time he don't wanna renew his He's happy at the club at this time, but he don't want to renew his contracts until we have strengthened our team. I don't know if Joao understands that we are not allowed to sign any players. So yeah, there is a problem where we actually gonna maybe sell Joao. He have scored 34 goals in 40 games. So goal per game, almost goal per game stats for him. I wanna, let's put form there. So it's something other than seasonal stats. But yeah, there are a couple of players who probably gonna leave at the end of this year, and hopefully those youngsters I can sign new contract. They didn't want to renew their contract because they just have renewed a new contract or got the contract extension by 1 year. So yeah, I don't know. Martin Smith, Joao Gomez, those are priorities. Probably not gonna re-sign Woods and Rost. They still have 1 year left, and next year is determined how willingly I'm gonna offer them a new contract, because next year I'm gonna use a lot more our youth players and wanna give them game time. If we look here, our youth team is stacked on players. There are those youth prospects who I didn't offer the contract. If we sort by position, 2 goalkeepers, Latimer and Copen, decent amount of defenders, midfielders, not many strikers, but there are a lot of guys, and hopefully they will play some games and grow. That is the thing we want to see, grow on attributes for those guys. And if we look at the end of games, I don't actually remember what was the last game we did have seen. Maybe the FA Cup second round game against Hartlepool was the last game in the last episode. Really good form. Only couple of losses. Notable loss is against Cardiff in FA Cup third round. 3-1 scoreline. Kamara scored our only goal. O'Connell, McKinns, and Lowe scored to Cardiff. And yeah, Cardiff is in championship and we are in Vanarama National. The level difference is too big for those teams. There was no chance to us to win the game. But a lot of draws. I have been tinkering our tactics, like you are seeing here. A couple of different tactics are used, and I have been open for that tactical side of game. I'm not really good at tactics. At this time, I have tinkering with GRY's tactic. Is that 2 segundo volantes in the defensive mid position and 2 attacking midfield wingers and inverted wing backs and defense. But I have tinkering the tactical style and approach of the play and these kind of things. But all in all, the tactical side is probably something which could hinder us to get promoted in this league, because to be honest, Vanarama National League is probably the hardest league to get promoted of. Only one spot to be promoted, and the other one is via playoffs. So at the current time, we are in playoff position by 3 points, but yeah, I don't think we are gonna enter to the playoffs. If we are, I'll probably show you the playoff games in live in the next episode. We have only five games left on this season, but couple of good wins. 5-4 against Yeovil. Gomez got 4 goals there. 4-2 against Oxford City, Bodenham, Gomez, Woods, and Brooking. Priestley Brooking have been really good this year, and you can see he's growing a lot in his attributes as an advanced playmaker. Really good guy, really good mental attributes, 2.5-star current ability. And if we go to our squad, if we sort the players by ability, James Woods, of course, our left back, our captain, is the best of our youth players, but Priestley Brooking is the second highest current ability guy. Danny Barnes is the third one, and he came through in this year's intake, and Arantxa Simon is there also. So I have high hopes on those guys. Hopefully they can fulfill their potential and come to be one of the best players in the team. And if we sort by goals, you can see Smith have scored 12 goals, but Gomez 34 goals. Richard Kamara, our third striker, is scored have scored 8 goals. Priestley Brooking have scored 6 times. Mackenzie Heaney 6 times. Medley Henry 4 times, but got 13 assists, which is the highest amount, I think. Yeah, James Woods got 6, and if we look James Woods, he looks decent. He's growing because he's playing mostly every night. Now I have to rest him in a couple of games because he have been playing so many games in that left back position. And yeah, Musa Felix also really decent, 16 years old, growing on attributes in that left hand side. Hopefully Musa is growing also a lot and can play more games in this and maybe next year when we probably are in the same league. I don't think we ever get promoted this year, and it's not even priority. Priority this year was to get our finances in a positive balance, and at the moment it still is, but it's coming down. It was over 300,000 in best, in the best, and it was after that a third round FA Cup game after against Cardiff, but now it's coming down, and we have current wage budget left. We have transfer budget left, and if we go to the club vision and see the board up, I have been asking a lot of things. I have asked you, U21 team, they rejected improved facilities. They have been rejected. Senior affiliate cancelled because they didn't find a suitable team. But we did get a new contract. We get youth recruitment improved in December, both of those. But due to a financial situation in the team, they didn't sanction those. Maybe next year, hopefully we can get improving on those, because we have only 1.5-star training facilities, 2-star youth facilities, and 1-star youth recruitment, which is below average, decent, and below average also. So it's gonna be tough end of the year, tough couple of seasons, I think. When we are losing Joao Gomez, then the fun begins, because then we need to find a striker who scores the goals. But I can only apologize for this video to be like this and not able to show you the live reaction on those youth intake players. But sometimes it's happening funny things, and yeah, I only can apologize and wish you did watch the video. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and in next episode, yeah, it would be nice if we have a live game there. But yeah, 5 games remaining. Let's see at the end of the year Have a nice one, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.